Hello and good evening, everyone, and welcome to today's webinar session. And thank you, students, for waiting for the session. And the session today is being presented by the University of East Anglia, UK, and Shiksha.com. Student, this is an informative session about the programs that are being offered to all postgrad and undergrad students who are interested studying in the UK. And before we move further, I would like to introduce our presenters. So our presenter from the university is Mr. Akhil Bagga. He is the recruitment manager for India and Bangladesh, and he will be doing the presentation for all of us today. Students, if you have questions that you want to ask Akhil, I will request you to please post your questions in the chat box in the question section. We will take all the questions at the end of the session. If you wish to ask questions directly to him, you can just click on the raise hand tab. Shiksha will unmute you and you can ask your questions directly to him. I will now request Akhil to please start with the session. Thank you.
Thank you, Lakshmi, and thank you, everybody. I really apologize for the delay, if there was any. But yes, we are still struggling, I would say, with internet and connectivity and virtual world. Hopefully, not much of a time where actually we'll be doing more of physical fairs with you, all of you, and physically we will be able to meet you as well. So just to let you know a little bit about myself, so I'm the recruitment manager for University of East Anglia, and I used to be based in India, and now I'm based in London. So I stay in London itself, so I'm very close to the university. I'm just 2 hours from the university campus. And to tell you a little bit about the university, just let me show you my presentation. Okay. So University of East Anglia was actually founded in 1963. We are home to over 16,000 plus students with 4,000 international students. That means almost 4,000 international students come to us from over 120 countries from different parts of the world. UEA is also one of the top 30 universities in the UK and a world top 200. This is just to show you an idea of our rankings, where all we are and what all we are doing at the moment, what kind of rankings we are in. We are also in the complete university rankings, up by 3 places. That means there's 22nd in the UK for some excellence research and subject tables like chemistry, creative writing, speech language. We are also world top 50 for citations and research. We are a very research-based university. At the same time, we are one of the universities which are very famous for their postgraduate courses. So whether it's creative writing, business, we have all of it. So some of our student tools which we introduced during pandemic were Ask a Student Agent tool or Student tool, or you can say an Ask an Academic platform and a UEI Meet Us platform as well. I'll tell you more about it probably in the middle of the presentation. We are based in Norwich. So Norwich is the city of stories, happiness, and a lot of history. So that's just to give you an idea of how the city looks like. It's a modern city. It's a very medieval city at the same time. A lot of cobbled street, Asian buildings, half timber houses. There's a beautiful river which flows around the city, which is called River Wensum. Norwich is only about 2 hours from London by train. 45 minutes from the beach, 60 minutes from Amsterdam, and 5 hours from Paris. So we are very close to major European cities as well. And if you see over here, we are very close to Amsterdam, Cambridge, London, Birmingham, Manchester, Leeds, Edinburgh. I mean, it's not far off. Trust me, when you will be studying over here, you'll get to know that how easy it is to travel around from Norwich. On campus, students get to have a lot of things as well. So there is a lot of things for you guys when you come on the campus. There is various services you can have, like a 24/7 library, a bookstore, a grocery store, sports park, a gym. Almost 50 gigs happen per year in the university. Restaurants are there on the campus as well. Career center is there on the campus. Accommodation is there on the campus. There's a medical center as well. So every single thing is based on the campus itself. UEA is a campus-based university, so probably you don't need to go outside the campus for anything, apart from your shopping or anything. But everything else which probably a student would want on campus is available to a student. That's actually to show you a little bit about the campus view. So every single thing you see over here is the campus. The campus is beautiful, big, and large. Trust me, when I say large, it is actually large. I spent a lot of time on the campus as well. So over here, if you see, that's the medical center over here on the campus. We have accommodation on the campus over here, some accommodation over here as well. A student union is there on the campus. There's a visual arts, Sainsbury Center for Visual Arts museum on the campus as well. There's a sports park on the campus. There's like I said, student union on the campus. A library is on the campus. Every single thing is based on the campus itself. Accommodation wise, every single thing is on the campus again. Accommodation wise, you will have a lot of things on the in the room. So it's a fully furnished accommodation, guaranteed accommodation for the first year. All bills are included. Various options like ensuite rooms, single rooms, shared rooms, individual flats, twin sharing rooms, all of these are available. UES accommodation is actually rated as one of the best value accommodation compared to 30 other universities. Students with disability or any medical conditions, we have rooms for them as well. Internet and Wi-Fi is included. Housekeeping is included. Bathrooms are there on the in the ensuite rooms as well. Kitchen facilities are there. Wardrobe, mattresses, desk, chair. All of that is included in the accommodation. Accommodation starts at around £87 roughly, and goes up to about £180 per week. It's a safe, friendly, comfortable environment to stay in, fully furnished. All bills are included. Free internet is there. Usually the accommodation license for undergrad students are from 38 to 40 weeks. And for postgrad students, it's 50 to 52 weeks. That's also just a layout to show you how the accommodations look. So this is the ensuite accommodation. This is the twin sharing, or you can say bunk bed accommodation. This is the 2-bedroom unit, and this is the ensuite room. We also have a career center on the campus. The career center basically has a lot of career services for the students. So one-to-one appointments, enterprise ideas, career opportunities, career mentorship guidance, 24-hour chat support, meeting the industry experts, attending workshops. All of that happens on the campus itself, and Career Center guides these students to do that. So any student who comes to study on the campus, they can take the advantage of the Career Center. But of course, you have to go and make sure that you speak to the Career Center on a regular basis. In the UK, usually what happens is, there are no part-time jobs as such. Some part-time jobs are there, but sometimes the part-time jobs are not there within the courses. So the career centers have a list of jobs available with them. So students can see what kind of job opportunities are available, and then they can take the leverage out of that. These are some places where our students have recently gone and they have been working as well. So I'll give you a minute to see. Some of the students have really been doing well, especially students who've gone to PwC, EY, Google, even at PwC as well as BT, Nestle, Marks and Spencer. A lot of students have done really well over there. So our entry requirement wise, so usually we take 70% in our undergraduation. That means you should have passed your class 12 with minimum of 70%. If you're an IB student, we look at about 32 to 35 IB points. If you're a master student, then we look at around 55%. If you're a PhD student, then we're looking at somewhere around same kind of percentage, but you have to prepare a research proposal and send it out to the academics. The academic review the research proposal, and then they read through your research proposal, and then they decide whether they are able to teach you that subject or not. With IELTS requirement or English requirements, most of our courses require 6.0 in IELTS overall, with 5.5 in each component. And we also accept Duolingo. So in Duolingo, we take 100 overall with 90 minimum in 2 components. So you need to make sure that you have at least 90 in each component. For postgraduate students, we look at a 6.0 overall with minimum of 5.5 in any 2 components, with 6 in the other components. But with Duolingo, we need 100 overall with 90 in only 2 components and 100 and above in the remaining 2. We also accept TOEFL, Duolingo, IELTS indicator, special home edition, password. All of these tests are accepted. We also do give exemptions as well to students. So if you do have 70% in English in your class 12 within the 10 years of you studying in the UK, you can get an exemption from CBSE, ICSE, CISE, ISC, or a few state boards as well, which we accept. So you do have an advantage over there. I will probably need to switch my presentation. Just give me 1 second. Any questions, please keep putting in the chat box, and I will be taking all the questions after my presentation is over. I'm just going to now show you a little bit on the scholarships as well, and a kind of, what all details we have. Just give me 1 second. Same presentation again.
Students, if you have questions that you want to ask
Yes.
to Akhil, you can put your questions in the chat box, and either if you want to speak to him directly, you can raise your hand. We will take all the questions at the end of the session.
Thank you. So these are some of our faculties where we are very known for. So we have faculties like sciences, arts and humanities, medicine, health, and social sciences. So these are some of our popular courses as well. With regards to our entry requirement, just give me 1 second. So these are our fees. So usually our undergrad tuition fee starts from about £18,000, and it goes up to about 35,000 for medicine. For postgraduate courses, most of our courses start at £18,500, and they go up to 30,450 for master's students. We do have a lot of scholarships as well. For undergrad students, if you meet the university entry requirements and you get an offer to study with us, we will be giving you a £4,000 scholarship for the first year. If you are looking for a higher scholarship, you can top up the scholarship as well, but you have to apply for that scholarship. So it's an application-based scholarship. You need to apply for that scholarship. You can get either £4,000 scholarship then, or for £8,000 scholarship for all 3 years. But it is an application-based scholarship. If you do not get that scholarship, you still have the £4,000 scholarship for the first year. And this has to be applied before you start the course. For master's student, if you meet the entry requirements for UEA, you do get a £4,000 scholarship. And if you have anything above 65% in your undergraduation, you get a £5,000 scholarship. So these are our major scholarships, which are country scholarships. We do have almost 150 or 180 other scholarships as well. If you want to take a note of this website right now, you can take a screenshot and keep it with you. This will be able to let you go into the link. And if you see the link, there are almost 150 or 180 scholarships there, which are very, very popular. And you can apply for any of these scholarships as well once you have applied to our university. So you need to make sure that at least you have an offer to study with us. I'm not sure if the voice is coming of this video. Dashmi, can you tell me, can you hear the voice?
No, we cannot hear the voice here. But maybe you can just explain, going through these the video.
Great. So this is just to show you life of the UEA. So this is our city. That's a little bit about our campus as well. So just an overview of the campus. These are some students sitting over there having a really good time. So this is just to show you again, our sports park. So our sports park has a lot of things. A swimming pool, the largest swimming pool probably I would say in the UK. Students are sitting over here enjoying their barbecues as well. So a lot of students do barbecues, by the way, on our campus. Like I was telling you, we do a lot of live gigs as well. So one of our specialty is our LCR, where we have a lot of live gigs. And if any of you have actually seen Avengers, so Avengers Age of the Ultron was actually shot on the university. So yeah, that's more or less my presentation. I wanted to keep a very short presentation so that we get time to talk. So yes, let's start with any questions. Let's see what all questions we have then.
Yeah, thank you so much, Akhil. And students, if you have questions that you want to ask, we still have time. You can post your questions in the question section. And if you want to ask questions directly, please click on the raise hand tab. So I'm going to start with the live questions first. So the student I'm going to unmute first is Sukriti Dhankar. Sukriti, please unmute yourself and ask your question.
So please show fee chart again.
Hi, Sukriti. Sure. Just give me 1 second. Can you see it?
Yes, sir.
Great. Yes. So tell me, what would you like to know about the tuition fees? So this is just to give you an idea, of what kind of tuition fees are there usually for our courses.
I'm looking for humanity courses for PG.
Okay, what kind of humanity courses are you looking for?
Sorry, sir.
What kind of humanity courses are you looking for?
First, I want to see further, then I will decide.
Right. So, like I said, so what kind of humanity courses are you looking for? We have 450 courses. So, what course are you looking for?
Sir, actually, I want to deep study on this topic, so I will decide it further.
Okay, great. So what you can do is you can go on our website, which is uea.ac.uk. Have a look at the website, see what kind of courses are available in the humanities section, and from there on, you can tell me what course you like, and then you have my contact details, or you can take it from Shiksha team, and they can get back to you, and then we can discuss over email as well that what kind of course interests you. But yes, the scholarships, like I told you, are there. The tuition fees will be mentioned on the course page as well. So have a look at the course page and then you get back to me.
Students, I have mentioned the website in the chat box. You can refer the website there, and you can do the research on the website. I think she's moved. I'll take the next question from Soumyadeep Karak. Soumyadeep, please unmute yourself and ask your question.
Sir, I need to ask that what is the percentage needed for the ISC student for studying in University of this East Anglia?
So most of our entry requirements are exactly the same, like I said. So we need a 60% and above, mainly for all our courses, either 60 to 65% for most of our courses. And if you have that kind of percentage, you can then definitely enroll in any of our courses.
Sir, I need to enroll for MBBS course.
MBBS course. So what do you do right now?
Sir, I'm in class 12.
Okay, so for MBBS, we require 90% and above. For most of our undergrad courses, so if you remember when I showed the slide of the entry requirements, for most of our courses, we require 70% and above. But for MBBS, we require 90% and above in your class 12. And do you also have maths in class 12?
No, sir, I have psychology.
Okay, did you have maths in class 10th?
Yes, sir.
Excellent. What were your marks in your class 10th in maths?
Sir, maths 73.
Okay, great. So we usually require 75% and above. But yes, what you can do is you can send us your profile. We can have a look at your profile and see what kind of marks you had. And if you are eligible, we will be able to let you know. But for MBBS, you need to apply at least a year in advance. That means now you can only enter in this next year, which means 2023. You can apply for, but you'll have to apply for 2023 and 2022.
Okay, sir.
Okay.
Sir, can I apply in 2022?
You can apply in 2022, but the course will start in 2023. So applications are done 1 year prior for MBBS.
Okay, sir. Okay,
Yeah,
sir.
no problem.
Okay, sir.
Thank you so much, Soumyadeep. Moving to next student, I'm going to unmute Ishan Shukla. Ishan, please unmute yourself and ask your question.
For you, I think it was a wonderful session conducted by you.
Thank you.
I
Thank you.
want to ask, yeah. So what I want to ask is, I'm planning for something that is related to finance. I cannot exactly see anything of the domain in the fee structure, but so I would like you to throw light on that. Also, I've looked at schools like UC Berkeley, University of the Pacific in US. But the biggest, I'm perplexed because we cannot work there as professionals on a student visa. So, is there anything other than that here? Because I am a CA finance student in India. I'll be a chartered accountant by the next November. So, if I'm like moving out for my further studies for PGs, I would like to work. So, what is that criteria?
Okay, great. So basically, with finance, we do have a lot of finance courses in terms of finance and management, finance and economics, business finance. So it totally depends on you. What kind of finance course are you looking for? That's the first thing. We have finance and management, we have HR, international accounting, business management. All of these courses are there, but I would again say have a look at the website, see what kind of course interests you, see the modules as well. What I can do is I can try quickly showing you one course so that you understand a little bit of background. Okay. Uh, no, I'm not sure. Yeah, this is one. Can you see the screen and does it say MSc Business Management?
Yeah.
Brilliant. So this is the course which I would probably refer you. In this, I would say start reading modules. So any course you see the modules first, okay? Understand
Mhm.
what the compulsory modules are. See the modules, read the modules. There's a lot of information given in every single module. Read the module, understand what the module is teaching you. Is that something you wanted to understand or not? Usually, every single course would have a compulsory module and option modules. Compulsory modules you have to study. Option modules also you have to study, but you can choose what you want to study. So let's say I wanted to choose digital business management. I can choose that. I can choose in entrepreneurship, small business management. I can choose innovation and management. So I need to make 60 credits. Every module has a different credit. So if you see this is 20 credits, that means I can take 3 modules out of this. In this option B, we can see that there's only 2 modules, so we can choose only one of these over here. And then you can decide, okay, fine, this is something what I think I will be interesting me, and then you can apply for the course. The entry requirement, basic entry requirement usually starts around 55 to 60%, like I was mentioning as well. So what kind of undergraduate percentage did you have?
I'm currently pursuing my bachelor's from India. So I'm getting examination as of now. So the exams are not over yet. I'm planning to join in spring 23 or autumn 24, but I'm looking for my options here. And the biggest
Okay,
thing is
great.
I have to support myself there. So I was seeking for, what are the on-ground jobs that the university might offer there. I mean, I
Sure,
have experience in auditing and taxation as of now. I work for a big
sure.
20 firm already, so I can have really wonderful recommendation letters. But I'll have to
Sure.
work there on, yeah.
Sure. So we do have options available where students can study. So if you come to the UK to study, you are allowed to work 20 hours a week. So
Okay.
20 hours a week, you are allowed to work as an international student.
Okay.
So when you're studying your course, you can take up some part-time jobs and you can work for 20 hours a week. Obviously, in term time, you can work 20 hours. If it's non-term time, you can work up to 40 hours as well. And once you finish your course, obviously, then you can apply for more industry jobs. I usually tell students that, the moment you come there, start looking for jobs. Do as many part-time jobs you can so that you get a little bit of experience, but don't just make that only your whole thing that you're only doing part-time jobs. Look at for more opportunities as well, but have a look at the part-time jobs before you start going to the UK. You're looking for 2024, but maybe students over here are probably looking for 2022 also. So again, for them also, I would say start looking at that. The fee structure, the scholarships usually are right now updated only for this year. That means 2022. For you, it will probably be 2024. So right now, we don't have the 2024 tuition fees. That will be updated probably in the next year. So have a look at the website for what kind of scholarships are there for the next year, or what kind of tuition fees are there. We don't have a January intake right now. We do have a September intake. So students who are looking for a January intake, we don't have that. We do have a September intake only as of right now.
Okay. Yeah, thank you. I was elated to see the presentation and the opportunities that UAE has to offer.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Ishan. Moving to next student, I am going to unmute Anurag Verma. Anurag, please unmute yourself and ask your question. Anurag, please ask your question. You are unmuted.
Yeah, hi Akhil. Can you hear me?
Hi. Yes, Anurag. Hi, I can hear you.
Yeah, so I had my question regarding MBA. I am a working professional, so I have around 6 years of experience now. So I was looking for more information on the entry requirements. I went through the website and I saw that we require to have 3 years of minimum experience. That would be
Yeah.
managerial or professional. So how significant is managerial experience here? Because I'm working in the IT industry and I have whatever experience I have is basically in the technical profile.
So we do need managerial work experience for minimum of 3 years. That is a major entry requirement we need for all our MBA courses, because MBA is a AMBER accredited course. When it's an AMBER accredited course, we need a work experience, and it is a managerial experience we need for 3 years minimum. So if you managed a team, or if you've had some sort of a management or team experience, that will definitely count as an advantage. But again, probably what you can do is you can make an application to the university, and then you can speak to the academic if you get involved, in the application procedure. If you've done everything, your interview gets selected, then that time you can speak to the academic as well, that give them an idea about yourself, because sometimes what happens is when you speak to an academic directly, they understand more better. So I would say first apply, have a look at the course first. If you like the course, then you go online and you apply. Once you've applied, then you wait for an interview call if you do get selected. Once you get the interview call, then you speak to the academic and you tell the academic about yourself, what kind of experience you've had, how many years of work experience you have, you said.
I have 6 years now.
6 years of working. So that's excellent. That's great. So you can tell them about the work experience you've gained, and then you can see if they are able to take you on board or not.
Okay. Okay. Sure. Thank you.
No problem.
Thank you so much, Anurag. Moving to next student, I am going to unmute Vinay Patil. Vinay, please unmute yourself and ask your question.
Hello, sir.
Hi, Vinay.
Can you hear my voice?
Yes, I can.
So I completed my bachelor's in food technology, and I just want to know you, is there any course related to food technology in the university?
No, unfortunately, we don't have anything related to food technology. I have plant genetics, but not food technology.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir. I just want to know this.
Okay, I'll take few questions from the chat now. So, so this is a very basic question, Akhil, from a lot of students regarding the scholarship opportunities that would be provided to the students and I think this is majorly for the master's program. And basically, what would be the average requirement for or eligibility for the scholarship if a student wants to apply?
Okay, so if they're looking for a scholarship, like I was mentioning in the slide as well, so if you have a 60% in your graduation, okay, you will automatically get a £4,000 scholarship. That means if you meet the entry requirements of any of the UEA courses, you will automatically get a £4,000 scholarship. But if you do have anything above 65%, then you will get a £5,000 scholarship, and that will also be automatic. You will only get one scholarship. If you have 65% and above, then it's a £5,000 scholarship. If it's anything below that, then it will be a £4,000 scholarship.
To next question, and this question is from Daniel, and Sunil says, if a student have a disability, for instance, a visual impairment, and if a student feels that studying at the university will provide the student with a greater opportunity, what kind of consideration are taken care by the university for physically for disabled candidates?
So we have an excellent service for disabled students. I mean, what you can do is you can speak to the disability services, and they can guide you more further on what kind of opportunities they can give you, because we do have interpreters, we have supporters wherein the students can take support from. So we do have those kind of facilities as well.
Okay. Moving to next question. This question is from a student from Nigeria, and
Okay.
actually the student wanted to ask that do a student who would want to pursue a MSc program need to have an Ielts score or English proficiency test from Nigeria?
I think yes, for most of our students from Nigeria as well, we do need IELTS. So yes, IELTS will be a mandatory then.
I'll take a live question again. I'm going to unmute Bharat Ramesh. Bharat, please unmute yourself and ask your question.
Hi, Akhil. This is Bharat. Akhil,
Hi,
actually, I just wanted to pursue the MBA in University of East Anglia. I already applied to. So I just want to rate my chances of getting MBA.
Congratulations, first of all, on applying. Just give me your full name. Let me see if there is an update for you. Maybe I can actually give you an update right away. Just give me a second. And Bharat, when did you apply?
It's been like 14 days, around 10 to 14 days.
Okay, wonderful. Just give me 1 second.
And actually, like this is my second master's. Like previously, I have pursued my MTech from BITS Pilani. Like I was a senior software engineer. Also, I have around 5 years of work experience too. I was just working as a lead.
Wonderful. Bharat, what's your full name?
Bharat Ramesh, Ramesh.
It is Bharat with
Ramesh Babu.
Yes,
is it Bharat Ramesh Babu, right?
Yes, yeah.
Lovely. I got your application. Just give me 1 second. I'm sorry, I'm having a lot of water. I'm very dehydrated. I've just recently come back from the UK. It's been almost 8 months after I came back, and I just came back from another city as well. So I'm so dehydrated that I'm just having water the whole day.
It's okay.
So I can see that your application is right now under review, because the academics usually for MBA, they like to see the application themselves, and they would like to see, what kind of, work has been done. I can see the application was made on the 23rd of March, which means it's only been about 4 or 5 working days. So usually we take at least 14 working days to get back to the student.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's only been submitted. Sorry.
I just wanted to rate my chances of getting an MBA this thing, because a few of the requirements I have completely I can complete, because previous masters.
Okay, so tell me, how many years of work experience do you have?
I have around 5+ years of experience for now in a technical background, and also managerial means I was leading a team.
Okay, that's great. So if you were doing anything in managerial, that should be absolutely fine.
Okay, because and that is not 3 years. It's 1.5 to 2 years. I have led a team.
Is it collectively? Collectively, you have 5 years of work experience, right?
Yeah, collectively I have 5. In that, I have completely with technical and managerial. Managerial is around 1 or 1.5 years max.
Okay. Later, so I think the best. So the best would be probably we'll have to wait for the application to be assessed. Once the application is assessed, if you are successful, you will be invited for an interview. And in the interview, the academic will personally take the interview themselves. And if you do get successful in the interview, then you will be getting an offer.
Okay, that's fine. So no, I was just wanted to know how many days it may take around for the complete process, because most of the universities are getting over, right? So that's why I just wanted to just know the date.
Like I said, it's only been about 4 or 5 working days. We take at least 14 working days to get back to the students. Sometimes it can even be longer because academics do take a lot of interest in reading the applications. So probably I would say we are right now in 30th of March, maybe by mid-April. Let's get back around mid-April. You can take my email from the Shiksha team, and you can get back to me on email that you have spoken to me, and then we can see what's the update on your application.
Sure, okay, yeah, that would help. And also the second thing is like I want to know about scholarship. Is there anything like this is relevant for this is my second master, and is there any privilege or
So you will get the country scholarship for sure, which is either £4,000 or £5,000 scholarship. However, the MBA school is also giving its own MBA scholarship. Okay, so MBA school is giving a lovely, wonderful scholarship which we have. Let me try and show you the page. It's called the New Horizons Scholarship. So,
Okay.
let me share. Can you see my screen right now? And it doesn't say MBA Inspiring New Horizons Scholarships. Can you see my screen?
Yeah, I'm able to see the screen.
Okay.
Excellent. This is the scholarship. So we are offering 5 20% scholarships, 3 40% scholarships, and 1 60% scholarship.
Okay,
So these are all our MBA scholarships. Okay. To apply for the scholarship, you need to submit a 250-word statement and outline the key points which says over here. And then you need to apply for the scholarship. So obviously you will first need to make sure that you have, at least an offer to study with us, and then you can apply for the scholarship.
Sure. Yeah, got it. Yeah.
So this is one of the best scholarships we have for MBA. Apart from this, yes, the country scholarships are there. So if you don't get any of these scholarships, you still do get the country scholarship.
Okay. Then it's good. Yeah. I'll be waiting for the.
Sure.
Thanks, Akhil.
Thank you very much, Bharat.
Thank you so much, Bharat. I'll take a question from chat now. This question has been asked by Ramyani Raja. So the candidate has asked that my query is regarding what course would be good, or MSc Business Analytics or MBA. I am a primary teacher in a government school for 6 years, but I do not have math in the background, maths as a subject in my background. So what would be the university consideration for a candidate like me who wants to pursue the program?
Okay. So first of all, when it comes to MBA, I personally think that if you've done something in the education line, if you really want to do an MBA, first I would say go and read about the course modules again. It's very important to understand first what the course modules are, because our MBA is not just an MBA which is just like a basic MBA. Our MBA is more of a consultancy MBA, wherein you are meeting a lot of consultants. You're actually going to be working with the consultants as well. You're going to be involved with the consultants as well. So it's more of a consultancy MBA than a technical or general MBA. And I personally really like the MBA as well. But then again, if you're looking for a master's course and with business analytics, then business analytics is more on the computing side. It does give you the element of business, but it also gives you a lot of element about computers, data analytics, data science. In the business one, so in the MBA one, you don't get to see that, but in the business analytics side, you will be able to study data analytics and data sciences as well.
Okay. Moving to next question. This is regarding accommodations, Akhil. So there are students who have asked that how much would an accommodation for a student would cost, and how a student can finance those accommodation.
Sure. So accommodation, like I was mentioning in my presentation in the starting, accommodation starts at around 85 to about 75 to 80 pounds roughly per week, and it goes up to about 180 pounds per week. Students can pay this accommodation in 3 installments if they like. That means if the accommodation amount is coming roughly around 5 or 6,000 pounds, you divide that by 3, and you can make 3 equal installments, which means your first installment should be 1/3 of your tuition fees. So that means you divide it by 3. So let's say if it was £6,000, okay? So 6,000 divided by 3 is £2,000. So you pay the first installment of £2,000 within 28 days of your arrival on the campus, okay? Your second installment will be after 3 months, and your third installment again will be after 3 months. So 3 equal installments you can pay your accommodation in. Tuition fees can also be paid the same way. So you don't have to pay your tuition fees right now itself. The only thing you'll probably need to do for any master's student is only pay a deposit of £2,000. Once you pay the deposit of £2,000, you only need to pay your tuition fees when you get to the campus within the 28 days of your arrival. So I hope that clears it out, how it can be financed. But yes, with accommodation, it starts at 75 to £80 and goes up to about £180 per week.
Okay. Okay. Moving to, I'll take last few more questions before we, end the session. So next question is regarding the Duolingo test. So there are students who have asked that, is it just the IELTS and TOEFL that has been accepted by the university, or the university also accepts the Duolingo scores?
Yes, we do accept Duolingo. Let me show you the slide for Duolingo. I think Duolingo is one of the very good tests as well. In fact, Duolingo has now started a new service as well, in which I think, not a service, sorry, new tab. So it's very similar now. It's become very similar to IELTS. So they've put, I think, writing as well in their, in their marking. Recently, only I got to know this from one of the students that they started taking writing also as in Duolingo. So if anybody can tell me they can see my screen.
Yeah, we can see the screen.
Great. So if you see this is where the Duolingo scores are. So for undergrad students, it's 100 overall with 90 in. Okay, what is that? My screen stopped. Sorry.
Yeah, we can see the screen,
Yep.
Akhil.
You can see the screen. Okay, great. So for undergrad, it's 100 overall with 90 in each component. And for master students, it's 100 overall with 90 in 2 components and 100 in the remaining 2 components.
Okay.
So I hope that answers the Duolingo question.
Yeah. I'll just add another question to this English proficiency test. If a student, have a background that wherein their education has been in English, Akhil, do they still need to provide an English test proof?
That's correct. We don't accept MOIs, if that's the question. So we don't accept MOIs. It has to be either IELTS or any other English language test which is accepted by the university.
Okay. I'll take the last question now, and this question is regarding the athletic scholarship. If the university do provide an athletic scholarship, because the student is a state level basketball player, and he wants to apply to the for the MS program, Msc Business Analytics program at the university, and the student is seeking for an athletic scholarship. What are the criteria for that, and what would be the eligibility, eligibility for applying for that particular scholarship if the university provides?
No, unfortunately, we don't have any athletic scholarship or sports scholarships. I'm so sorry. But yes, we do have a lot of other scholarships which the student can apply for, but specifically for a sports scholarship, we don't have that.
Okay, fine. Can we take one more question, Akhil, before we end this?
Of course, please.
Yeah. So, just a minute. So this question has been asked by Davni, and the student has asked that I am an Indian origin. I have an Indian passport, but I have done my undergrad and my study was in Dubai. So, what would be my criteria? Will you be treating me as an Indian candidate or as a UAE candidate for the master's program if I applying for the program?
So it should definitely be an international student. That's number one. But where is our undergrad from? You said from Dubai.
Yeah, Dubai.
So we'll be taking the undergrad as per Dubai then.
Okay. Okay. Fine. So with this, I've taken all the questions from the chat and from the raise hand tab. Students, if you have questions that you would still want to ask and you have doubts, you can put that in the chat, because once we end the session, your questions will also be shared with Akhil through with your details, wherein if there are questions that you wanted to ask him directly, he will be able to answer you. Plus, you will also be contacted by the Shiksha counseling team here, who will further help you with your application process and admission process at the university. In case still you want to get in touch with Akhil directly and want to speak to him, finding it more reliable speaking to someone from the university, you can let the counseling team know and they will be able to connect you with him. And with
And
this, we have
I must say, the Shiksha team is amazing. So, guys, if you are planning to come to UEA, do take help from Shiksha. The counselors are brilliant. They have a very good team of workers who are working over there, relentlessly and making sure, giving you all the information they can. The counselors work really, really hard, and they really have a lot of knowledge about not just about us, but about other universities as well. So you should definitely get in touch with Shiksha and see what kind of opportunities you have for yourself.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Akhil, for those kind words. And with this, we have come to the end of this session. And I would like to thank Akhil for taking out time and doing this wonderful session and helping students with their queries. I hope, Akhil, you enjoyed interacting with the students as much as we
I
enjoyed
did.
seeing this interaction
I did.
between you and
I did. I'm just dehydrated and I've just been having water, but I really, really enjoyed the session today.
Thank you so much, Akhil, and thank you, students who are joining in and waiting for us before we were a bit late for the session, but thank you so much for waiting for your wait. And with this, I now end the session, and you will be contacted by the Shiksha counseling team, and your details will be shared with the university representative. So thank you so much, everyone, for joining in. Have a great evening ahead, and have a great day, Akhil. There to you at
Thank
the
you.
UK, and
Thank you.
please take
Thank
care
you,
of yourself.
everybody.
Yeah, be safe. Bye bye, everyone. Take care.